In the heart of ancient prophecy, where destiny itself converges, Jerusalem stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith. As the world teeters on the precipice of the end times, a beacon of divine protection emerges from the shadows. Archangel Michael, the warrior of God, the guardian of Israel. But the story doesn't end there. The bond between Michael and God's chosen people echoes through time, whispering of divine intervention in the modern era. Unveil the secrets of this extraordinary connection in our captivating video, Until the End. Witness the awe-inspiring signs of God's unwavering love for Israel, a testament to the resilience of faith in the face of adversity. Prepare to be moved, challenged, and inspired. Join us in prayer as we seek unity and solace under the protective wings of the divine. The destiny of Jerusalem, the fate of Israel, and the promise of hope. It's all waiting for you in Until the End. An angel has been sent to protect Israel, a nation that has remarkably endured despite centuries of hardship. Throughout history, powerful empires and figures like the Babylonians, Queen Isabella, and even Hitler have attempted to wipe out the Jewish people, but they have all failed. The survival of the Jewish people, while many other nations have vanished, suggests a divine protection guiding them through the ages. In recent times, we have witnessed God's restoration of the nation of Israel. In just a century, the Jewish population in Israel has increased by an astonishing 7.7%, largely due to mass immigration. Although Israel is currently at the center of global challenges, it is important to remember that God has never forsaken His promised land. As a chosen people, they have been blessed by God, and He has assigned an angel to safeguard them. Michael, a powerful archangel created by God, has been sent as a messenger of great significance. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing a celestial vision above Israeli armored vehicles, which appeared like a swarm of angels. This extraordinary event not only bolstered the spirits of Israeli troops, but also instilled fear and awe in their Arab adversaries. Many interpret this unprecedented occurrence as a sign of divine intervention, shielding Israel at a crucial moment. It underscores the resilience of the Israeli people and the intricate geopolitical dynamics of the Middle East during this tumultuous period. Let's take a journey back to a pivotal moment in history, the birth of the modern state of Israel in May 1948. Almost immediately, 5 Arab nations, Egypt, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Iraq, launched an invasion. The Arab leaders were confident in their victory, armed with ample weaponry, and viewed Israel as a vulnerable target. However, they were mistaken. A remarkable turn of events unfolded as the combined forces of Jewish militias valiantly defended their homeland, inflicting a surprising defeat upon the Arab armies. While Israel's strength and determination were undoubtedly crucial, many believe that a divine hand may have also played a role in this outcome. Fast forward to 1967, the Six-Day War. Once again, the armies of Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and eventually Iraq sought to destroy Israel. Despite being vastly outnumbered and outgunned, Israel launched a preemptive strike against the Arab air forces, ultimately securing a decisive victory. Following the war, Israel gained control of significant territories: the Sinai Peninsula, the Golan Heights, Gaza, the West Bank, and, for the first time in over 2 millennia, all of Jerusalem. Similar to the 1948 war, the Arab states' lack of coordination contributed to their defeat. Some Bible scholars interpret this swift and unexpected outcome as God's preparation for the prophesied millennial reign of Christ from Jerusalem. Let's delve into another significant chapter in Israel's history. October 1973. Seeking to reclaim land lost in the 1967 war, Egyptian and Syrian forces launched a surprise attack on Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. This was a day of rest, prayer, and reflection for the Jewish people, making the element of surprise a powerful advantage for the attackers. More recently, in December 2016, an unusual storm cloud reportedly formed a barrier between Israel and ISIS forces. This storm, filled with dust and rain, allegedly stopped at the Syrian border, unable to penetrate Israel's Golan Heights region. For many, this was a clear sign of God's protection over Israel. Looking to the future, the prophesied Gog-Magog war is anticipated by some as a demonstration of God's continued protection over His people. According to this prophecy, when Russian and Islamic armies converge upon Israel from the north, God will intervene to defend the nation. However, it's important to note that protection is often conditional. When ancient Israel turned away from God, they lost His protection and were scattered among the nations for centuries. A similar situation exists today, with the majority of Israel's population not recognizing Jesus as their Messiah. This suggests that, according to prophecy, Israel may face a period of intense tribulation in the near future, ultimately leading to a recognition of their true Messiah. Now let's explore the fascinating role of the Archangel Michael in religious texts. To understand the important tasks God entrusted to him, we need to trace his appearances in Scripture. Our first encounter with Michael comes in the book of Daniel. The prophet Daniel has a vision of a majestic being, later identified as the Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel shares how he faced spiritual resistance while trying to persuade the Persian king Cyrus to allow the Jewish people to return to their homeland. But he wasn't alone in this mission. Michael, one of the chief angelic beings, came to his aid. Some translations even refer to this spiritual conflict as a battle between angels and demons, emphasizing the significance of Michael's intervention. Later in Daniel, we get a glimpse of Michael in a prophetic vision about the end of the world. Here, he is portrayed as a protector of the people of Israel, safeguarding them from their enemies. While his name doesn't appear again in the Old Testament, his presence is subtly alluded to in the letter of St. Jude. This reference connects Michael to a Jewish tradition about a dispute over Moses' body after his death, further solidifying his role as a protector. The most dramatic appearance of Michael in the Bible takes place in the book of Revelation, where he leads a celestial army in a fierce battle against a formidable dragon, ultimately casting it down to earth. This powerful image of Michael as a warrior angel, capable of defeating Satan and banishing evil, is vividly described in Revelation 12:7-9. Based on these passages, it's clear that Michael's role extends beyond the spiritual realm. He's sent to earth as a protector and a warrior, empowered to defend humanity from spiritual adversaries. But Michael's mission doesn't end there. He continues to watch over and safeguard all people, particularly the people of Israel. This protective role is deeply ingrained in his identity. After all, protector of the people of God was his battle cry when he defeated the rebellious Lucifer. Since then, he's been revered as Michael, the commander of God's armies, a symbol of divine strength and a champion for those facing spiritual battles. Throughout Scripture, we witness Michael acting as a guardian for the children of Israel, providing comfort and protection during times of hardship and conflict. He plays a crucial role in their return from exile in Persia, answering the prophet Daniel's prayers, and guides the courageous Maccabees to victory after Judas Maccabeus' pleas for divine intervention. Since its very beginning, established by Jesus Christ, the Church has held a special reverence for Saint Michael, recognizing him as a devoted guardian and protector. We call upon his name during confession, seeking his presence to comfort us in our final moments, and believe he guides souls from the purifying flames of purgatory to the radiant realms of heaven. According to Scripture, In the face of the Antichrist's reign on earth, Michael will once again raise the banner of the cross, defending the children of God. This belief is rooted in a prophecy that speaks of Michael's pivotal role in those challenging times. The history of the Church is filled with accounts of Michael's intervention. During a devastating plague in 6th century Rome, Pope Gregory the Great reportedly witnessed a vision of Saint Michael sheathing his fiery sword, signaling an end to the devastating outbreak. In gratitude for Michael's protection, a church was built in his honor in 608. Even today, many believe that angels, including Michael, continue to watch over us. Their very name, angel, meaning messenger, suggests they are sent with specific purposes. Throughout history, angels have delivered messages of hope, provided protection and comfort, served God's will, carried out divine judgment, and offered praise to the Almighty. Even in our modern world, there are stories of people encountering angels. Some might recognize these divine encounters, while others may never realize they've walked or even talked with a heavenly being. The Bible assures us of God's protection through His angels. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. On their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone. God's pure and selfless love is often expressed through the actions of His angels, those faithful spirits closest to Him who are tasked with watching over us. This promise, originally given to the Israelites journeying through the wilderness to the Promised Land, extends to us as well. See, I am sending an angel ahead of you to guard you along the way and to bring you to the place I have prepared. This was no ordinary angel. It was the angel of the Lord, often seen as a manifestation of Christ Himself. God sends angels to protect and guide us towards His kingdom. The Bible describes them as His servants, fulfilling His will and working for our benefit. As the book of Hebrews tells us, angels are ministering spirits, sent to serve those who will inherit salvation. Salvation, the deliverance from sin, and its consequences through faith in Jesus Christ, is a central theme in the Bible. The psalmist celebrates God's mercy towards His people and praises His supreme majesty and universal dominion. This praise includes acknowledging God's angels, who diligently carry out His commands, intervene on His behalf, offer protection, and remain obedient to His word. Have you ever thought about the importance of showing kindness to strangers? The Bible tells us that some people have unknowingly welcomed God's messengers into their homes. It's a good reminder to treat everyone with respect, as you never know who might be sent by God to help or protect you. We might not always understand God's plans, but we can trust that they are part of His goodness and perfect will. We know from Scripture that countless angels surround God's throne, praising and glorifying Him. This shows us that angels aren't just protectors, they are also powerful worshipers of God. God is unchanging, the same yesterday, today, and forever, and we can be confident that He continues to work powerfully in our lives. While God intends good for us, Satan, our enemy, seeks to do harm. The Bible tells us that Satan was once a high-ranking angel in heaven, but his pride and desire for worship led to his downfall. He took a third of the angels with him, and these are the dark forces we face today. It's important to remember that the enemy is cunning and can disguise himself as an angel of light. Satan's goal is to lead us astray and distract us from worshiping God. We need to be aware and not easily fooled by his tricks. God promises to help us as we strive to honor Him and make wise choices. Even when we're unaware of our needs or the dangers ahead, God knows the way and is working on our behalf. God is constantly sending messages of hope, protecting His children, providing for our needs, bringing justice and mercy, drawing us closer to Him, and encouraging us to live wisely. Even though we can't always see it, God is at work in our lives, sometimes behind the scenes or at unexpected times. There's a whole spiritual world around us, filled with angels and divine activity that we often don't fully perceive. Now, imagine having the ability to see the unseen, the angels around us, and the miracles God performs daily. Wouldn't that be amazing? Some believe that certain angels mentioned in the Bible represent God Himself appearing in angelic form. Take, for instance, the angel in Exodus 33:19, who declares, "I will cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim my name, the Lord, in your presence. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion." This angel speaks with the authority and voice of God, suggesting a divine presence. This same divine presence seems to have accompanied the Israelites on their journey from Egypt to the Promised Land. This angel was not just any ordinary angel. He carried God's name and had the power to forgive sins, a power exclusive to God. He personally guided the Israelites, appearing in a glorious cloud, further indicating his unique status. Many Christians believe this was a pre-incarnate appearance of Jesus Christ. In the Old Testament, God often manifested His presence through a luminous cloud, symbolizing His glory. The Israelites were led by a pillar of fire and a cloud, and in the New Testament, Jesus was often accompanied by a similar cloud. In Revelation 1:7, it is written, "Behold, He is coming with clouds, and every eye will see Him, even they who pierced Him." The last time the Apostle John saw Jesus ascending into heaven, he was enveloped in such a cloud, and John heard angels tell the apostles that Jesus would return in the same manner. The prophet Jeremiah's writings offer a fascinating glimpse into the nature of angels in the Old Testament. It seems entirely possible that Christ Himself appeared on earth in angelic form, perhaps as the most powerful angel, serving as a reminder of God's unwavering faithfulness. Regardless of the angel's identity, whether Michael or another, their presence reaffirms God's unwavering commitment to believers. This angel continues a crucial role in God's plan of redemption for Israel, starting from the very beginning. While the exact details of the angel's identity remain somewhat mysterious, and despite not being mentioned frequently in the book of Exodus, this angelic being is undoubtedly a central figure in Israel's liberation. Considering the close association between this angel and God Himself, it's clear that the angel's presence signifies God's constant companionship with His people. The angel's appearance serves as a powerful reminder of God's faithfulness. In the book of Daniel, we witness Michael's role as he intervenes to help Israel during their captivity in Persia. When the prophet Daniel seeks divine assistance, it is Michael who answers his prayers and ensures their safe return. Additionally, a prophecy tells of Michael, the great prince, rising to protect God's children during times of tribulation. These stories highlight Archangel Michael's unwavering dedication to protecting and guiding Israel, emphasizing the deep connection between this powerful angel and the chosen people. Archangel Michael is a truly remarkable figure. Imagine having a loyal friend who stands by your side, offering love and protection from negative energies. We all face challenges in life, whether at work, home, or even in places of worship. Whenever I've called upon Archangel Michael for strength or guidance, he has always been there. He's not only a formidable angel skilled in battling darkness, but also a trusted companion, second only to God. So, whenever you're facing a difficult situation or seeking guidance, don't hesitate to call upon Archangel Michael. He's always listening and ready to answer your call.